So let's react to the Sean Evans thing. So if you're able to pull it up, Nick, if you could put us on the other side. So Sean Evans was reportedly dating P-star Melissa Stratton. And if you can scroll, is there anything else? They're just hugging, whatever. Scroll back up. So this was actually, what's the date on this? Scroll down. Just show us the date. February 13th. Okay, right before Valentine's Day. Next post. Adam 22, I believe on Valentine's Day says, "Congrats, Sean. Her pussy is fire."
Damn, that's funny.
And then skip over to, we're not going to look at
that was the
Adam's
internet
video
of the month.
And then the day after Valentine's Day, it's reported by TMZ, Hot Ones host Sean Evans breaks up with porn star Melissa Stratton. So there's two things here. One, actually, I don't really care about the whole Valentine's Day angle. He broke up with her on Valentine's Day. Who cares? More interestingly is the conversation of, well, he was dating her. Let's just assume he almost certainly knew going into dating her that she was in porn. But when he look, who knows why they broke up? He got a little heat for it online, though. Within 24 hours, 48 hours, they're broken up after getting heat, and Adam 22 congratulating him on his girlfriend's pussy. Do you think it's wrong for Sean Evans? Now, if background for viewers who don't know him, Sean Evans, host of Hot Ones, millions of subscribers on YouTube, incredibly successful. They interview big name like A-list celebrities on there. Very successful show. I'm sure he's a millionaire many times over. Clouded up, whatever. Do you think it was wrong of him to have broken up with her because she's a porn star?
Yes, absolutely.
And why?
You knew what it was when you signed up. I feel like he kind of had a moment where he thought this was going to be his big one. Like, oh, I'm dating a porn star now, and I'm already, I have a lot of clout, I have a lot of subscribers and fans. This is going to be big for me. And instead, it backfired in his eyes because he was getting more heat and more, negative commentary than positive. So I feel like once he got all of that heat, he was just like, nah, I kind of messed up here.
Okay.
So that's
Okay, but
how
if you
I
were
feel
on
about
Twitter and you saw that, and you saw Adam 22 says, "Congrats, bro, her pussy's you would laugh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bust out laughing
It's
because,
funny.
like, damn, like, okay, like, what can I say? I don't know. I feel like he was lame for breaking up with her for that.
Okay, Madison, your thoughts?
Again, I feel like you knew what you're getting into, but I honestly think it was bound to happen better sooner than later.
Me, I feel like he was wrong. She should have went with a cuck, because when Adam would have said, her pussy was fire, they would have just been like, he would have been like, thank you, you know what I mean, and just kept it pushing and been happy. And also another thing, a lot of this stuff be just for clickbait. So who knows if that wasn't set up or fake or something, and they did it so they can get this viral moment. Like everything is for clout nowadays. So he got a big story out of that, even if whatever it was.
Wait, Sean or Adam 22?
Both. But Sean, but Sean and the girl, because I was on her page and she was like, you shouldn't date a porn star if about, blah, blah, blah. But you know this as well. Like, you're a porn star, so you already know what type of backlash we get. Why come forward? You come forward because you know this is going to give you some type of attention, bad or good. They know that if you get attention, good or bad, you still going to get whatever it is you want, followers, whatever it is that you're trying to get, it's going to come with it. So I feel like he was wrong, but at the same time, I don't know if it was real. So
Sean, if you were going to set it up, though, it would not have been good for that guy to set that up like that, right? No. Like, that would not have been good for his reputation to set that up.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Any publicity.
I also don't know if that was that serious to him, because he wasn't, or I saw in like one of Adam's clips, like he was not posting about it at all, but she was like posting on her story that she was with him and everything, and he just like no response. Like,
wait, Adam? No response?
No, Sean.
Or Sean?
He posted nothing about the relationship, and she was posting so much about it. Like, obviously he knows it's
the thing with some of these asymmetrical relationships where one person's like way more famous than the other, like it only serves like the person who has less engagement, less followers. They have only to gain by engaging in any sort of drama farming with a potential ex or even current ex, whereas the person has only to lose by engaging with, like, if you're Sean Evans, who's got what, over 10 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, how's that
can we get a
helpful?
number check?
How's
like
it
it's just
helpful to
not.
Yeah.
It's not good.
So why did he
he's a
come out with
That's what I was saying,
and
like,
he's not just like a normal content creator. Like he's
big.
moving
Yeah.
the circles he's moving in. It's not just like other content creators. He's bringing on A-list celebrities to his show. He's brought on, I mean, like musicians, actors. What's up? No, we don't need to pull up the YouTube, but 13.2 million subscribers.
That's why I think he didn't even care about like the drama and the flack that he was gonna get. Like I don't think it was that serious to him. He wasn't posting publicly about their relationship at all. Like,
So how
It did say reportedly.
how did it? Oh, it said reportedly. So it wasn't
Right?
It wasn't a real
relationship.
I'm asking
I mean,
because honestly, why if this is the case, he has 10 million followers. Right?
Yeah.
Why didn't he have her sign an NDA? I've signed plenty of them. Okay, I can't tell the people.
Can you scoot your mic that way just
This
a
way?
bit? Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I signed plenty NDAs and I can't go out and say, oh, I slept with this person. I could say, oh, I've dealt with NFL players. I dealt with, NBA players or whatever. But if he was feeling that kind of way, he didn't want her to go, why didn't you make her sign an NDA? Is that, you have all these followers, your reputation. I don't get it.
I don't know. Is he, I mean, he's big, but I feel like, is Sean Evans NDA big? I don't know.
Yeah, I
don't know if
I
he's-
think
I
so.
think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Am I
10 million?
NDA big?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm NDA big?
Yeah.
Go on.
Fuck.
Take it. Take it.
I don't know if
Have
I'm...
him sign something.
I don't know
You
if
will
I'm
not
NDA.
speak of,
Shit, okay. I got some loose ends I gotta tie.
It's too late. It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late now.
From this point on.
Post relationship NDA. Why not? Okay. I
think a plumbing company at this point's NDA.
Okay. All right. Wait. So okay. Where were we? I think. Did you give your take?
No.
We'll go around the table. Go ahead.
I want to be offended because I like being offended by things, and I think it's more interesting. And obviously, doing the job that I do, it's upsetting when you meet someone you really like and they don't want to be with you because your job ends up that you might have to sleep with somebody for a shoot, or you might have to do something, or people online see you naked. And that doesn't change the way you feel about that person. You still fancy the pants off them. You still could fall in love with them. And them not liking you back because of your job, sucks so hard. And I have been in that position where a guy was like to me, I think you're wonderful, I think you're amazing, but your job makes me think you're a whore. And I don't want to be with someone like that. And it was heartbreaking. But I have to respect, unfortunately, you do have to respect the other person.
Yeah. Right.
They have a complete right to say, I actually don't like the fact that other people go inside you, even if it's not out of love.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, Adam 22's literally slept with the whole industry. Jesus Christ. Well, if you've slept with Adam 22, you're probably still making good money. So Adam 22, by the way, if you wanna. But it does suck. And even, I don't know the relationship between Adam 22 and the P star involved. And it could have just been a shoot. But when you hear about it, and then it's different being like, okay, I'm dating a P star, to then people talking about how they've been with your woman, and you don't know what you're getting into until you get into it. So it sucks, and I wish I could be like, fuck you, you're a dickhead.
I feel
but he's not a dickhead. He just got into something he didn't know it was going to end like. You don't know how you're going to feel about it until it happens.
That's true.
Yeah.
But when you're going into industry, either for work or if you're even getting into a relationship with someone in there, you know that there's going to be some sort of flack. You kind of have to expect that. If
you
you're
have
gonna
to
get
expect
into
it, but you don't know actually how it's going to make you feel until somebody says it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It coming out on Twitter virally, Adam 22's massive. Him replying to your relationship status being we've banged like and it was bloody amazing. I want to do it again. I'm going to read that as the partner and probably be like, oh, I'm actually butthurt, and you don't realise that you're going to feel that way. And people are entitled, as I said, to change their opinions and their emotions.
We obviously like also don't even know if like that was the reason they broke up, but like it's probably,
but if it was, which I can see it definitely being that, because the amount 100%. Of people that do have problems with female creators because they're like being used, making money from something that a man wants to own, as I literally know from personal, like people want to own one of my vaginas, for God's sake. Like, I get it. So like somebody else using that, I can understand why a man would be. They shouldn't be. I wish they weren't, but you can't tell somebody to feel some kind of way. You have to respect them. So yeah, that's my take.
I think it was more of an online image thing. When you're someone with that big of an audience, to be publicly called a cuck that goes viral on Twitter, regardless of, and this may be shitty
I don't
to say,
think
but
he
I
was
doubt
calling
he was in
him a
love with her.
cuck. I don't think that was happening.
I mean, that's what the implication is.
Do you think?
Like, I fucked your bitch. Like,
but a cuck is somebody who watches in the room. Like, you have to be in the room and watching them have sex.
Because there's also someone who's okay with your.
You know what I'm saying? You have to know what it really
no
means.
man wants to be dragged online for another man publicly stating he's been with their woman or any. It's just bad for brand, and I don't know whether or not he intended for the relationship to be long term, but I think regardless, at that point it was okay, this is bad for my brand, bad for my image, I need to cut this off and move forward.
Yeah.
So I have to agree with you on that. I really think it was because of his image. He's a known guy, and then as soon as started people posting on Twitter about the relationship, whether he did it publicly, whether he did it privately, people are going to find out. And then if
maybe the guy just got fucking drunk, and when he sobered up, he's like, "Oh shit."
Maybe
it could have been that.
He was like, "Oh shit."
But
okay,
in my opinion, I really think it was just because as soon as everything started posting on Twitter and maybe backlash, compliments, whatever, they were like, he was like, "Oh, I gotta protect my image." And besides, it was only 2 days.
But there was a photo of them together, right?
Yeah.
Out publicly.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
so that's what I'm saying.
So
like,
I
feel like
he looked like he could have been drunk in that photo.
But
take
at
pictures
the same
together.
time,
Yeah, you can
it's
take
like
pictures
if
with
you're
anyone
out
too,
with a
so
porn
it's
star,
it could have just been a fling as well, because
but it doesn't look like a
I
fling. They look like they're together. Like, just based off of the photo is what I'm saying. They look like they're together.
And it could have been. I don't really know the situation at all. I just think ultimately it would have done more harm for his brand, for his business, for everything to stay in that relationship after that situation happened. And I think he valued that over continuing it.
Yeah.
And also, like, it was 2 days. It's not like they were together for 2 years.
That's why I said I ultimately think that is the reason why he ended the relationship. I don't see any other reason.
I'm like,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't get mad about this because he ended it early. I mean, it was 2 days.
Right.
And also, it was because of his image. Because, I mean, he's a well-known dude.
Right.
Now, if they were together for 5 years, and then the heavy rain of disapproval on Twitter hit, and he's like, man, 5 years, but I don't know.
All right, I've got to interrupt this conversation really quick. Me and our British friend over here, I went to go behind the scenes, then she reminded me she had to show me her. And for science, I did confirm.
For science.
She showed me a photo. I can confirm she does in fact have 2 V's.
We know.
Good talk. Okay. Back to Sean Evans. You went, correct? You gave your take. Did you give a take, Alexis?
Not yet. I mean, he's a. We've all seen his content. He's a pretty monotone dude on camera who tastes hot sauce for a living, like, versus other people. He can't be publicly a pansy. Like, it's kind of that thing where, you know, I think that if, I don't know the other, Adam, is it Adam?
Yeah.
I don't think if Adam didn't comment on it, you know, maybe he meant for this relationship to be public, maybe he didn't, but for Adam to comment on it, I think the day after it get posted, you see that's the first tweet that goes viral about your new relationship, whether it was just a photo with someone in the club or not. I don't know. I think this could have been one huge accident because it said reportedly it looked like a club photo. Like, this did not look like a committed relationship in my opinion. But let's just say hypothetically it was. some guy gets back on Twitter that night that he's, been with the girl that you just announced you're dating, guys have I don't care who you are, whether you have a platform or not, like, guys have a biological proclivity to want to, have, if they're going to date someone, that's kind of like the exclusivity of it. And if, you can say he knew what he was getting into with who he was dating. I don't know, but I think when you're faced with it, kind of what you guys were saying, it's different. And ultimately, he made that decision after one day, which I think is much kinder than letting it go on. If he wasn't down, then he wasn't down, and that wasn't what he was looking for. And that's kind of it. Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. Andrew, any takes? I have a take on this.
It's just fucking hilarious. That's my take.
Oh, okay.